animation with drawing tools in Photoshop. You're going to create a new default Photoshop canvas. Once you're in here, you choose your brush or your pencil, whatever you want. You go up to window, you can turn on timeline, and then you start drawing. So when you have your background here, every time you draw, you're going to be duplicating a layer so that it saves your animation as you go. So I'm going to begin, and you just want to do a little bit, and then you're going to go up to layer, duplicate layer, click OK, and then you're going to keep adding to your picture and keep duplicating the layer. And then you can change your colors and, do whatever kind of editing you want. And then again, in between each thing, layer, duplicate layer. I'm making a little like mushroom dwelling for a little fairy or something. Again, in between each thing, layer, duplicate layer. Okay. And you'll notice that nothing is changing down below yet. I'm just going to add this little tree. Okay. I'm going to duplicate that layer again. Add some more. Whatever you want. There's a little squirrel's home intro. Okay. Give some like bark. Layer, duplicate layer. And we're gonna add some depth to this, just some different. Okay. Maybe we'll add some little heart flowers. Layer, duplicate layer. Now you can duplicate the layer as often as you want. I'm trying to do it pretty often so that you can see when I start the animation. It looks like it's animated. It doesn't look like just a bunch of pictures. Okay, so we're gonna just add in our little flower bases. Okay, let's say I want to add in one more thing. We're going to add in a sun up here. Okay, and then layer, duplicate layer. Keep editing until you get it to be the way you want it to be. Okay, now you go to your move tool, which is right up here. Click on create frame animation. And there are 3 little lines right here. You're going to click those and say make frames from layers. Now I have 10 frames, and if I click play, this is my animation. I can slow it down. Beneath each thing you have beneath each frame you have a time that you can adjust. So I'm going from point 1 to point 2, and you'll see that there's a big difference. And this just previews the time for you as you're changing it. So this is what it looks like now, slightly slower than before. Okay, so once you have that, you can either take a screen recording of your animation, and that's an easy way to save it as a video, and then you can import it into iMovie to put in the audio, or you can export it by going to File, Export, Legacy. It just depends on what you'd like to do. I'll show you with this one. If you do Legacy, you want to change this to a GIF. No dither is fine. And click Save and put it in your CMA folder that's on our desktop. So we're going to do drawing, animation, save that in there. Then if you go into iMovie, you can actually import it into iMovie. So you can go to create new movie, import media, or just drag it in from your folder. Just depends on where you have it. We're going to do the drawing animation. Here it is. And then you can drag it down. Now this is only 2.5 seconds. You'll also notice that it's kind of cut off. So you're going to click on the crop and do fit so it fits everything. And then you can start editing the audio. If you go up to audio, you can choose under sound effects. There's all these different things that you can go, like if you want like birds chirping and things like that, or whatever you want. You can decide. So I might have some like crickets. Let's see what that sounds like. And if I want that, I can drag it down. You can split the clip so you don't have the full thing, and you can also fade it out with that little circle. And maybe we want it like starting a little bit there. And then what other sounds you want, you can also add them in from there. There are little jingles with songs and things like that. You decide what you want and you bring it down, okay? When you're ready to export, you simply click on this button up here and you export file. Name it with the name of what it is and your name if you like. And then, of course, you always save it in your desktop folder. This little white circle will show you when it's done, and you'll get a little pop-up that says that this export is complete. Most likely you'll get that pop-up. Then you can open up your Google Drive. You go into your CMA Blue folder. Once you have your CMA Blue folder open, you can do New File Upload. Choose it from your folder. It'll have an MP4 ending, and you can play it just to make sure it works. And then you're going to click Upload. Okay? Once it's uploaded there, you'll see this little red box. You can then go into your project planner, do Insert Video, Google Drive. You'll see it. Select it, and then you can share it, of course, and then resize it so that it fits, and you have it all ready to go.